This is our fish and chips.
This monstrous piece?
This monstrous piece over here, yeah.
I want you guys to see this. Look at this. What's up, it's Luis from America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today we are in Aurora, Illinois at an amazing restaurant called McBride's North. We're gonna get to talk to Candace, who's the GM, plus we're gonna see some items like their ribs and a few of the things that are gonna make your mouth water. So look, I know you're hungry because you're watching this, so why don't you come with me? Let's go check it out. All right, everybody, so now we are inside McBride's Pub North. We're here with Candace. So Candace, thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. So now, right at the gate, I know we said like 3 items, but you guys said, nah, let's put a few more on the table.
Yeah, we gotta give it what the customers want.
So Austin was extremely kind and he put the burger in front of me because he knows what I like. So talk to me about the burger.
All right, so this is our breakfast burger as a double trouble.
Breakfast burger?
Breakfast burger. So,
okay.
I mean,
what do you mean breakfast burger?
So you got your fried egg, you got bacon, you got cheese, you got the ooey gooey.
Look at this thing.
Ooey gooiness. Yeah.
What?
It's huge. That's 1 pound of meat right there. 2 half-pound patties. It's good stuff.
Are you sure this is not a dinner burger? People pass out after this, right?
No, not at all. I see. No.
Really?
No, not at all. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
It's good, isn't it?
Is this a big seller?
It is a huge seller. Yeah. I mean, all of our burgers we can do with just a normal half-pound patty, but if you're in for something, if you want to defeat the beast of hunger, that is the burger for you right there.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Now, tell me a little bit of the story of McBride's. How did you come to find this restaurant?
Okay.
And how did you start working here?
Well, I started working here because my husband started working for the company.
Okay.
Yeah. He was a bartender at our original location, and he then went on to our second location. And one day I was just hanging out with them all, and I was like, if you ever open up a third bar, I'll be your manager. And sure enough, a couple months later, they're like, we got a third bar. So I was like, all right. I put in my notice at my other job, and I was like, I'm here. So September 2015 is when I started for McBride's.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Now, what's your favorite menu item?
My favorite menu item is the pot roast sandwich. But I mean, everything that we have here is, I've eaten everything like 800 times, you know?
Okay. Now, why is the pot roast sandwich your favorite?
It's just our pot roast. It's homey. It's it's like makes me think of like
Just saying hi. This is Sean.
My husband.
That was awesome.
But the pot roast sandwich, I mean, it just makes you think of like comfort food, and something that my mom or my grandmother would make, and we'd have it on a Sunday dinner. But in this particular sandwich, I mean, it's good. It's just like you got the gravy to dip in. Okay. It's just cheese. It's a little twist on something home cooking. Okay,
all right, very cool. This right here, this got to be a big seller.
Oh,
right?
Who doesn't love Tots?
Boom.
It's like Napoleon. Hey, Napoleon, give me some of your Tots.
Is this right? There you go. That's awesome. From Napoleon time, idiot, God.
Yeah,
right?
God. Oh.
I love that movie. That's a great movie. Is this a huge one? Is this like the number one?
Tots, yeah, I would definitely say Tots are our top seller. Onion rings for additional sides, but yeah, I mean, Tots are where it's at. Tots make you think of like school. It's like nostalgic, It's like, when you got your tray cafeteria, you got some Tots.
There you go. There you go. Now, there was something that I noticed when I walked in. I saw a couple of different iterations of it. Yeah. And I asked you, tell me about the Bostons.
The Boston Terriers.
Yes.
Well, my husband and I, we had our first Boston named Fergie, and Fergie is just she was an amazing dog. She unfortunately has passed on since then. But my husband and I went on vacation, and Brent and Tracy were willing to watch her for a week for us. And little did we know that they didn't want to give her back to us because she is that awesome. So they ended up getting another Boston. They got their first Boston, and they had to go out of town. So we brought my Boston over, and I got to hang out at their house, and we kind of trained their Boston. And then they got another Boston, and it just kind of, like it was just follow the leader. So, but yeah, Fergie was amazing, and we're Boston lovers now. So, I mean, especially Brent and Tracy. They used to have big dogs, and now they got the tiny little Bostons. They're the best.
That's cool. No, that's really cool, because that's one thing that I immediately noticed. I'm like, hold on, there's a Boston Terrier with a leprechaun hat on? I got to know the story behind this. That's awesome. No, it's unique.
It is.
It gives character to the restaurant. Now, I know you do a lot of bartending, right?
I don't do too much bartending, but I would like to say that I'm,
But I mean, you used to, right?
I used to bartend,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no, but I would say I'm a mixologist.
Okay, mixologist. I'm staying correct.
Yes, yeah, no, just
okay, so let me ask you this. The bar is unbelievable with all the pennies on it and everything. Tell me about the bar.
All right. Well, when we first got this place, there wasn't too much. We kind of took everything out and just kind of rebuilt stuff. The bar was there, and Brent is an amazing visionary, and we had done the bar at our second location in Joliet with the pennies. So we got a bunch of pennies, and it was my husband, myself, Tracy, Brent, their girls, and we're all just in a row, flipping these pennies. Hands are black from all the copper and everything. Yeah. And it was definitely a process. And once we finally got it settled, where we wanted all the pennies, go in with everything else. But it's amazing. It's beautiful. So we have it all at 3 of our bars now.
Okay.
It's definitely a process, though, if you ever want to put pennies on a bar.
Yeah, because I was talking to Tracy off camera, and she mentioned that it was difficult because you guys pretty much never closed, right?
Yeah.
So you got to do the bar during COVID because you closed it has to take 3 days,
yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, about 3 days it takes. And so our original location finally got the penny bar, and we got to do it while we were shut down for COVID, while we were cleaning and, making sure everything was safe. But that was, again, another fun process.
That's cool. Well, it's another thing that's unique.
Yeah.
Especially how you have, because I even asked Tracy off camera, I said, what is the significance of this? And it's got like the diamond with an N on it. He said, oh, north, because this is the north location. I'm like, that's unique.
Yeah.
That is unique. So that's really cool.
It's a good conversational piece too. So many people come in and they're like, how much is on here? I'm like, what do you think is on there?
Right.
And then everybody starts debating. So
right. People come in and say, oh, how much is on it? Why, you're a bank robber?
Yeah, no. I'm like, I'll buy you a shot if you can guess the exact amount.
That's cool. That's cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so this I wasn't expecting to find.
The Cajun chicken pasta.
Why Cajun chicken pasta? This is mostly like Irish, right?
Yeah. It's not Irish, but again,
Right.
This is one of our popular items. A lot of people love it, and even kids love it. But it's delicious. So you have our penny pasta and our Cajun cream sauce, grilled chicken, and then diced tomatoes on top with our garlic toast. It's one of my favorites. It's a hearty dish too. The sauce, it'll stick to your bones.
Okay. So is this the one you need a pillow after the fact?
I definitely need a nap after those. Any of our pasta dishes, I need a nap.
Okay, very cool. Now this I wasn't expecting to find either.
Our ribs are amazing, and when you go to a place for ribs, you think of a good, awesome barbecue joint, and not an Irish pub. But our ribs people come for our ribs. They just fall off the bone.
Really?
They're delicious. Our sauce is unique. I can't tell you the secret, but
that's fine. Let me give it an attempt here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let me give it a good old college try.
Good stuff.
Sauce, yeah.
Yeah, you like it? Mm-hmm. Our coleslaw is also amazing.
That's awesome. That's good. Okay. All right. Now, each of the 3 locations, I'm sure are they similar or do they have their own identity? I'm assuming they all have their own identity. Right?
They definitely have their own identity. Our North location and our Plainfield location, they kind of both sit in neighborhoods, so like surrounded by all the different families and community.
Okay.
Whereas our Joliet location is on a busy road right off of Jefferson Street and 52. So, I mean, clientele is, again, we have our families, we have 52 has more of the business, more of the lunch crowd, where we more or less just see, like people growing up, like people come in and I'm like, I've seen people for 6-7 years now that we've been here. I'm like, oh my God, you're in high school now. It's like, it's awesome, just to be in this community.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, what is it about McBride's that just keeps you here?
That just keeps me here.
Yeah.
I go, my boss for one. Brent and Tracy are amazing people to work for. I love them to death. But it's, again, the atmosphere. I've never worked for a company that just, is so genuine and gives back to the community. I've always been, and we're not corporate, we're,
right.
We're the mom and pop shop that you go to, and I just love it. So I go, again, I'm happy. I'm not going anywhere, cool. Tracy.
Now you mentioned the community, because you guys are involved in the community. So what kinds of things are you guys involved in
so
community?
We do a lot of stuff with, we'll do school nights for some of the elementary schools where they can come in, raise money for the PTA.
Oh, that's cool.
We've given back to the community. We just had a fundraiser for a boy who has cancer, and we had a huge turnout for that. But yeah, just gift card, people want donations here and there, but we're just, again, we treat everybody like their family. When you walk into our restaurant, our motto is, may you enter as a guest and leave as a friend. And
that's awesome.
We have many friends.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Really cool. And there was something, actually, Tracy was mentioning it off camera, that you guys during COVID, you did parking lot trivia?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was really cool. I wish we could have continued it more, but it was like a one and done thing, because then we started opening up again, right after we started to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had our trivia guy come out, and we were able to go into the radio, so you were able to listen to it through the radio.
Right.
And we had literally our entire parking lot was just full, and everybody was still keeping distance, so it was like every other parking lot. Our servers went out there, took orders, came back, brought stuff in. So it's kind of like a drive-in type feel. But yeah, no, people loved it, and I wish we could have kept going, but again, we got to open up somewhat, so we brought it back in. But yeah, no, the parking lot trivia was a big hit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, what is this?
Okay, so these are our McBride's Jalapeno Poppers.
Okay.
So, yeah, go for it.
I've never seen jalapeno poppers like this, but okay.
Yeah, this is not your traditional jalapeno popper. When you think jalapeno popper, you think deep fried, breaded. So, cream cheese, bacon,
these are good.
jalapenos, and they are grilled and then wrapped in bacon. We serve it with our bistro sauce, which is we make in-house. It's amazing, but they're spicy.
Who came up with those?
Honestly, I want to say it was one of our kitchen managers in Plainfield. That's where we started it. Was it Armando? I think it was Armando. Yeah, I think it was Armando, our kitchen manager. But yeah,
very cool.
They're delicious. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Wow. These are different than any of the ones that I've ever had.
As I said, you're not gonna see them on every menu. When I think jalapeno popper, I think just the breaded cream cheese or cheddar cheese. But people love these, and they keep on coming back for them.
That's cool. Now let me ask you this, since you're a mixologist. See, I got it right this time. So, what is your favorite drink for you to consume, and your favorite drink to make?
Well, if we're talking about what I'm going to consume, it's Jack Daniel's.
Okay. All right.
If we're talking about to make, I like making all the fun drinks that are full of color. Our signature drink is the McBride's Punch.
Okay.
It is Malibu rum, you have Malibu pineapple, Malibu mango, Bacardi, raspberry, Bacardi lemon, pineapple, orange juice, grenadine, and UV blue. So it's basically 5 liquors in one, and this thing is pretty. So when it goes out, people are like, "What's that? I want that."
Okay. So you guys sell a lot. Is that your number one seller?
That is one of our number one sellers, yes, for cocktails. The other one I like to make is the Tipsy Mermaid, but I'm always coming up with random stuff. Today I came in, I'm like, I got a new drink recipe. My bartenders will probably hate me for being like, let's make this. But I'm like, but it sells. Yeah.
Do you ever, let me ask you this. I don't think I've ever asked this to somebody who's a mixologist. Do you ever have somebody that comes up to the bar and says, just make me something?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, all the time.
Because I mean, I
Yeah.
typically find that people have specific flavors. Like,
Oh,
for
yeah.
example, Doug in our team, who's off cam, we went to a restaurant yesterday, and he defers to me. He's like, all right, tell me what kind of beer I should have. Because I know that his flavor profile, what he likes. I was like, all right, get this one. He's like, yeah, this is good. You know, so most people have these flavor profiles. Like you're either a tequila person, a vodka person, whatever that may be. So I was always curious to know, does anybody just walk up and say, make me something?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And one of the first questions I ask is like, what won't you drink? So, so if somebody tells me they won't do tequila, I'll make sure there's no tequila. Then I ask them if they like sweet or if they want something strong. But if they tell me sweet, I said my go-to is McBride's punch.
Okay.
It has, it has a good, punch to it, I guess you could say.
Right.
A few of those and you'll be feeling good.
Okay, take note, Austin.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Now, what is this?
This is our fish and chips.
This monstrous piece?
This monstrous piece over here,
Hold on,
yeah.
I want you guys to see this. Look at this.
Yeah, huge.
This is the actual portion.
That's the actual portion, yes. And we actually, on Fridays, we do an all-you-can-eat fish fry. So imagine
Wow.
cleaning this and then getting more.
Wow. How many people, what is the maximum number of times you've seen somebody reorder?
Ooh, I mean, here, I would say I've seen like 7 or 8 times.
One person?
One person, but I have heard
Wow.
some stories from our other location that hits like the double digits.
For one person?
One person, yeah.
20? Did you? Sean is off camera. Shout out to Sean. You said 27.
27.
One person.
One person. Machine.
I'm talking to Sean off camera. He's up microphone. So, what happened to that person after number 27?
Smiled, high five. See you later.
Smiled, high five, and see you later. Okay, I must meet this person. I'm just saying. This person got to be a legend. Wow.
27. So there you go. I knew it was double digits. I didn't know the exact
So
number.
it's really that popular.
Yes, it is that popular. Yes, we have people who come in, they call for it. They, especially with the all-you-can-eat fish fry, they wish they could take it to go because they want more of it. But unfortunately, yeah, it's dining
Okay.
only.
Now let me ask you this: any special events that you guys do here?
Yeah, we do trivia on Tuesday nights. Bingo is probably one of our busiest nights.
Okay.
We do it on Wednesdays. We're packed for it. People come in and they love it. They just do. They love it. I'm like, I'd never thought bingo was like as big as it was, but holy moly.
Really?
Yeah, bingo.
Wow.
We do karaoke on Fridays, and then we do bands every once in a while here and there. Especially now that we're kind of coming out of the whole COVID thing, we're starting to bring more bands back in.
Very cool. Very cool. Look, everybody, if you're looking for more restaurants like McBride's, if you like restaurant content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you know whenever we drop a new episode. Now, how can people find out more information about your restaurant?
You can find us on Facebook. All 3 of our locations are there. You can also find us at McBride'sPubandGrill.com. That'll get you again to all 3 of our locations, see our menu, our drink specials, different daily specials, and you can look us up online,
I love it. I love it. I love it. And actually, one of my best experiences today has been when earlier, before we were doing the shoot, we were doing the lives, and we got Tracy on camera.
We did.
So I'm very
Yes,
proud of that.
yes.
I got her to say 2 words on camera, which is awesome. So we're progressing. And also, look, guys, you can find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. And that's basically it for us. We're going to eat this food. I know Austin wants this. He already claimed it. So we're going to see you guys on the next one.